Today you will learn very interesting topic of Python object-oriented programming, that is hierarchical inheritance. You may have a question what it is. So don't worry, you will learn everything about hierarchical inheritance in Python. Hi, this is Krupali from KnowHow Academy. Before going ahead, let me tell you what you are going to learn from this video. First, you will learn why there is a need of hierarchical inheritance in Python. Second, you will learn what exactly is hierarchical inheritance with real life scenario. Third, you will learn practical implementation of hierarchical inheritance, which is industry level example. Next, you will get an idea about what can be the interview question that can be asked based on hierarchical inheritance. So let's start. So first of all, let me tell you why there is a need of hierarchical inheritance in Python. Imagine you are building a system which maintains the product information for e-commerce website. So how will you do? So you will make a class of each product type, and then you will mention the attribute inside a class and method inside a class. So let's say you are selling 10 different types of products. So what will you do? You will make 10 different class of each product type. But if you closely look into that, you will see that some of the attribute in each product type class is common, like product ID, product name, what can be the price of the product, and so on. So here code redundancy is there, so you cannot reuse the code. So to overcome the problem of code redundancy and reusability, hierarchical inheritance comes to the picture. Next, let's understand what exactly hierarchical inheritance is. So let me give you a technical definition of hierarchical inheritance. So hierarchical inheritance is a type of inheritance where multiple subclass can be derived from one common parent class or base class. So that is called hierarchical inheritance. You may confuse what it is. Let me explain you in a simple way. Assume there is one parent class, class A is there. Now that parent class is derived by child class B. So B is a child class of a parent class A. Now here also there is another class C is there, which is a derived class and it is deriving a base class A. So here A is also a parent class of a class C. And one more class is there, that is D class, which is also deriving A class. So here you can say that A is a parent for class B, class C and class D. So here by seeing this picture, you will get an idea that what is hierarchical inheritance. Let me explain you with the practical scenario. If we take an example of e-commerce, which we have taken at the starting of the video, that e-commerce is selling a different type of product. So here how we will implement hierarchical inheritance. So first we will make a base class or parent class, that is product class. Now that product contains some of the attributes like product ID, product name, product price and discount you have applied. Discount is optional. If you don't want to do that, you can ignore that. Now here we will create one child class. The name of a child class is electronic product. So here electronic product child class is inheriting the product class. And also we will create another class, that is cloth. Cloth is also one type of product, so it is also deriving a base class product. And one more class we are creating, that is jewelry, which is also derived from the product class. Here you can see that product base class is a parent class of 3 child class. First, that is electronic, second one clothing, and third one is jewelry class. So let's implement practically. So I am taking one blank file in Visual Code. So let me first create a parent class product class. And right now I'm not writing anything. Later on I will mention the attributes and method. Then I'm creating one child class. The name of a child class is electronic, and which is deriving product class. So let me write it. Now, as per our scenario, we want to create another child class, that is cloth. So let me just create a class. Now here I am creating another class. The name of a class is jewelry, and which is inheriting also the product class. So here you can see that a product class is a parent class for this three class. So this is the general structure of implementing hierarchical inheritance. Now the way of accessing the parent class attribute, the way of accessing parent class method is the same as you learn in other types of inheritance. So let me write a code and explain you the entire program. So here let me explain you the code. So here this is a product class which has a common attribute called name, price and description. And there is one method which I have created to display the information. The second method which I have created to calculate the discount. Now here in electronic class, which is inheriting the product class, has init method which is assigning value in a parent class using a super, as well as it has a warranty period extra attribute. And it has also one method called get warranty detail, which is an extra method and which is also inheriting the display detail and apply discount method. Okay, here same way I have created a cloth class, and which is also has assigning its own attribute and so on. Then here I have created a jewelry class which is only assigning the type. Now let's say I am creating object of a electronic. So let me just create object 1 equal to electronic, and here I need to mention the thing. So here electronic class is accepting name, price, description and warranty period. So let me just write name. So let's say I'm writing Nokia phone. Then I need to write price. So let's say I'm writing 1000 rupees. Then description, let's say keypad phone. And let's say warranty period is 1 year. 1 year. And other nothing I am mentioning. Now let's say I want to print the detail of electronic. So what I will do? So first of all, I will write ob1 dot. Now here you can see that electronic class does not have any print method, or you can say display detail method, but I can use display detail to display the information. So let me just write it, display detail, and I want to print also the get warranty detail. So here I can write ob1 dot get warranty detail, and let's run it. So here you can see that the things is printed, but let me just clear this so you can clearly visualize. Okay, so let me just print it. So first here it is okay, still it is not printed. It is not printing anything because I did not write print statement. So print, why? Because here it is returning. So I need to write ob1 dot get warranty detail, and also I want to print the information of product, that ob1 dot display details, and save it and run it. So here you can see that warranty period 1 year, then Nokia phone and keypad phone, and the price is 1. Okay, so it is printed like that. So same way here you can create an object of cloth class and you can access the parent class data. So this way hierarchical inheritance is implemented. Now the next thing is, what can be the interview question that can be asked based on hierarchical inheritance? Here is the list of questions. How hierarchical inheritance is different from the single inheritance. So here you can say that in single inheritance, one child class and one parent class, and that parent class is derived by only one child class. But in hierarchical inheritance, multiple child class has one parent class. So here this is the difference between single inheritance and hierarchical inheritance. The next question can be, what can be the difference of multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance? So the answer can be, in multi-level inheritance, a chain is created, that is, a derived class can be a parent class of another child class. But here in hierarchical inheritance, there is only one parent class and multiple child class are there. Obviously, child class can be a parent class of some another derived class, but multiple child class has one parent class. So this can be the answer of this question. The next question can be, in which situation hierarchical inheritance is the best choice? So you can say like that, where multiple branches are there of some single product or some single class, at that time hierarchical inheritance is the best choice. But in reality, or you can say in real life scenario, only one type of inheritance is not possible. There may be a situation where you need to use single inheritance, or you need to use multi-level inheritance or hierarchical inheritance. That is depending on the situation. The next question can be, what can be the problems that can arise by implementing hierarchical inheritance? So let me list out the problem. Tight coupling. What's the meaning of that? The meaning is that the code which we are writing in a parent class and we are implementing it in a child class, we need to understand that what functionality we can use. We cannot alter the functionality of the base class method. So if we are changing anything in a base class, automatically the effect will be there in a child class or different child classes. The next problem can be potential risk of code redundancy. Why? Because if we did not mention enough attribute or enough information in a parent class, so there may be a possibility that a derived class needed to reformat or rewrite the information which can be a common in a child class. The next problem can be violation of single responsibility. If we mention too many attributes in the parent class, so as a Lisco principle, all the things which we are mentioning in a parent class need to satisfy in the child class. So if child class is not satisfying all the attribute and all the method of the parent class, then Lisco principle will break. And sometimes it also creates a code complexity if too many children are there and that children has also another children's. So this can be the problem in hierarchical inheritance. So I hope you understand what can be the problem of hierarchical inheritance. Now let me summarize the things what you have learned in this video. In this video, you have learned why hierarchical inheritance is needed. Second, you learn what is hierarchical inheritance with the practical real life scenario, and also you learn the practical implementation and as well as potential problem that may arise in hierarchical inheritance. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as a source of your IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate to the tech world. If you have any question, do not feel hesitate to reach out us. Stay curious, keep learning.